This is this is Jeremiah chapter 44, starting at verse 1. This word came to Jeremiah concerning all the Jews living in Lower Egypt. So he's talking about the Jews living in Lower Egypt. So he's talking about the people that live where the pyramids were. And if you look at a lot of the pyramids and a lot of the statues in Egypt, there's nobody living there because basically they wasn't doing what they were supposed to do in God's sight. So God, caused, enemies to come to Egypt, take land and enslave them, and put them through a lot of stuff, you know. Just like if you do research on history, there's a lot of slavery, that has happened, with the world. And Migdal, Tab, Tapanes, and Memphis. Memphis is a place. It's an actual place. Memphis is an actual place in Egypt. And they built a lot of statues that the Bible was really against. God is really against a lot of those idols and statues and stuff. And an idol is considered, anything that you work not worship, but basically like idolize. You ever hear this saying like you idolize? You can idolize your car, idolize your motorcycle, you can idolize your house, you can idolize even a person. Some people idolize, their women. Like, yeah, that's mine. That's not yours. She belonged to God. So I'm not gonna get into all that though. In the Upper Egypt, so it's talking about Lower Egypt and Upper Egypt because that's the division. This is Jeremiah chapter 44, verse 1. It's talking about Upper and Lower Egypt. And Jeremiah was one of the prophets, just like Ezekiel and Isaiah. Obadiah, Nahum, and they're all prophets. They all foretell, the visions that they, see that God has planned for humanity because they spend a lot of time talking to God. And when you spend a lot of time talking to God, you get the secrets of God. God tells you stuff that nobody else knows. You know, so it's talking about Upper and Lower Egypt. Upper Egypt is not the top part, which Northern Egypt, which they call Northern Egypt, just like they call a lot of places stuff that it's not even actually called. If you look at the map, the maps are changed over a period of time. Especially the maps in the Bible, they're all, messed up. They name places and put stuff in places where it wasn't even supposed to be. If you do a lot of historical research on maps and as well as maps that are in the Bible, but like I said, these people, places, and things are they're real. You know, this is what the Lord Almighty, the God of Israel, say: You saw the great disaster I brought on Jerusalem and on all the towns of Judah. So it's saying, the God of Israel. So this is God talking, right? He's saying you saw the great disaster I brought on Jerusalem and on all the towns of Judah. So basically, he's saying, look, you witnessed what I did in Jerusalem. Because of the stuff that they weren't supposed to be doing. So it's saying today they lie deserted and in ruins because of the evil they have done. Remember the light and the darkness, good and the bad, positive, negative, just like Upper Egypt and Lower Egypt, the division, the separation, the opposition. They provoked me to anger by burning incense and by worshiping other gods that neither they nor you nor your fathers ever knew. So burning incense and worshiping other gods, that basically aren't, they're false gods that the Bible talks about. And they're idolistic, and they bring evil upon you if you choose to follow them. But I'm gonna get more in depth into that if you stay with me. Again and again, I sent my servants the prophets who said, "Do not do this detestable thing that I hate." So God's saying, "Don't do these things that I hate." So we're going to see the things that God hates. But they did not listen or pay attention. Also refers to people as stiff necked people in the Bible, or whoring hearts or stone hearts. People that don't really care. You'll come across those people, in society when you go outside. You deal with a bunch of people that don't really care. And if you was, in a situation where you needed medical attention, most people will probably walk by you, like you wasn't anything. That's the world we live in. Say, but they do not listen or pay attention. They did not turn from their wickedness or stop burning incense to other gods. Therefore, my fierce anger was poured out. It raged against the towns of Judah and the streets of Jerusalem and made them the desolate ruins they are today. So, this is the reason why, if you look at Egypt, where the pyramids are, the pyramid of Giza and all that stuff like that, you know, uh, did a lot of evil rituals there, did a lot of voodoo, a lot of black magic. There's white magic, there's a black magic. Moses did magic, in the book of Exodus when he turned a rod into a snake, and there's a lot of other, situations. Like Jesus is basically, did magic when he healed people, when he healed people, because the energy inside of you, depending on what you use it for, it could be powerful. Just like I said, with prayer and meditation are powerful because you're channeling the energy, in your body to into positive energy, and you're giving it to other people. Like, this is why when pastors pray for people and put their hands on them, you're delivering the energy, the positive energy from yourself to another person. Just like when you get around negative people, and the Bible calls them contaminating influences, you get the negativity on you. And if you take the negativity home, you won't wake up in the morning and the negativity could still be on you. And it say in the Bible, my joy come in the morning. Uh, your joy is supposed to come in the morning, not come with negativity that you brought with you from the day before. This is why I say don't go to sleep angry, because whatever you brought home with you that made you angry, you're waking up with it, you're taking it out the door with you, and you're basically carrying a bunch of spirits, a bunch of evil spirits, and you bunch of spirits that are going to make you snap on people, say things you wouldn't normally say. You might say something that could get you fired, from your job. You might come home and some people, they hit their women, hit their wives, and beat the kids up and kick the dog and stuff like that. Because they're mad because they was around negative energy and they don't know how to come home and channel the energy the right way. Some people drink, some people, do crack and dope and all that, pills and stuff. You know, but like I said, there's a better way. There's a better way to go about dealing with the emotions. The emotions ain't nothing but energy, inside of you. Basically your brain, which is connected to your nervous system and all that. It's an electrical current in your brain. And when it's saying in the Bible, God didn't give you the spirit of fear, but He gave you, a sound mind, a sound mind, because basically, your body is like water. Like, how water conduct electricity, just like water conducts electricity, like they used in the pyramids in Lower Egypt, which I just mentioned before in Jeremiah 44, uh, verse 1, Upper and Lower Egypt. But they had in Lower Egypt the pyramids where they was doing a lot of black magic and stuff and sorcery, which the Bible also talk about. If you go to Leviticus too, you know, uh, Leviticus as well mentions, about magic, sorcery, as well as, all through the Bible, because, these places, like I said, they was using the pyramids, and the king and the queen had chambers inside of these pyramids, and they was channeling a lot of their energy, either for positive or negative reasons, but like I said, Lower Egypt was using their energy for, like, if you've ever seen a movie Dark Tower where the little girl was sitting in a chair, and they was like basically taking the energy out of her body and using it to for evil purposes and stuff like that, because like if you watch Star Wars, if you watch like TV shows like Stargate and stuff like that, or look at, if you type in CERN, CERN, it's a machine, in Geneva, Switzerland, that's 300 feet underground, but it opens up black holes, and they have all type of ancient writing like cuneiform, and stuff that the Babylonians used, which the Bible also talks about as well. But that's a whole nother subject right there. I'll get into that. But I do gotta I'm gonna wrap this video up though. But hit the thumbs up, subscribe to my channel.